I'm here with Kyle Tallent, who just won the Johnny's Pizza and Pub half-case tournament for Duelist Nexus with Rescue Ace.
Best deck.
Hell yeah.
Best deck right now. I don't care what anybody says. Well, Unchained's pretty good. I can't say. We don't like Pokemon.
No, it's for trading.
All right, awesome. So let's see the list here. So you say you've got like a pretty unconventional list.
It's pretty standard. I just do a little things different because
okay.
there's some ways, especially what plays onto the extra deck and how I side. I'm pretty sure I'm playing a 41, 42 card list, something like that. And you'll see something unconventional about playing at a 42 with a deck that breaks extremely bad when I get to it. But started off, I played 3 Fire. This card is absolutely absurd. Especially if you open like Fire Engine and you're able to, you just chain to the summon and then activate it, and then okay, cool. If they don't have Ash, then it's like whatever. The target protection on this card is ridiculous, and the fact that setting cards off of Emergence or Reinforce from the graveyard and then using Turbulence too and being able to still activate a card, especially against playable decks that have interactions on your turn that puts body on the board. Like I played against Tyr, and Tyr can put bodies on your board during your turn, so really extremely good to get into situations where you can still activate something even if you set it. Played 3 Impulse. This card says no to Noir. That's why you got to play it at 3. It's another hand trap. So that's one of the things I'm going to get into about a smaller hand trap engine, is because the Rescue Ace monsters are hand traps in itself. So your opponent activates monster effect, you tribute from your hand, special summon I think it's a machine. I can't remember what it is. From a Rescue Ace monster from your deck, summon up. And not only is it good for interruption, chain blocking, it's just being able to put 2 to 3 monsters on your opponent's feet on the field during your opponent's turn doesn't seem fair. I see maybe in the future when the DFL Star cards come out and this deck in the OCG right now is running rampant with those cards, something might happen with this deck, but I don't see anything super crazy happening. 3 Airlifter, 1 card starter. You search any spell card when you normal or special. You grab Emergency, you summon Hydrant, you tribute this away. You add Turbulence, banish the Emergence in this away. Now you got 2 monsters, 1 non-targetable, 4 set back row, and that's off 1 card. And that leaves you 4 cards in hand, whether that be hand traps, or you want to set interruptions for like another turn, player on another turn. We play 2 Turbulence. A lot of European deck profiles right now, playing 3. Obviously it's extremely good. Like you can have the argument to run 3 or 1. 2 to me is perfect. You see it, you don't, you're gonna get to it. You open more than one of this, it kind of sucks. But set 4, free effect, not on summon effect, activate it whenever you want to, extremely good. Its secret hidden effect, because no one apparently reads their cards, is if a card you control leaves the field while this card is on the field, you just get a free pop. So extremely good. We played 2 Preventer. I love Book of Moon. Say it with me. We all love Book of Moon. This card is dumb. So you get into a combo where you were able to play on your opponent's turn, and you managed to get this out. You can link into Sunlight Wolf, and then when this hits grave, add back whatever you banished straight to Sunlight Wolf, Sunlight, add this or another card back. This card doesn't get as much love as everything else in the deck. And then we play 1 Fire Engine. Extremely good. When you special summon normal or special a Rescue Ace monster, special summon it from your hand, it allows to start chains. You summon this off of Impulse on your opponent's turn, and then wait for the special summon, and then you can special summon Airlifter, start your spell for next turn, or you can summon Preventer to Book of Moon for the interruption. Especially against like Hurley and stuff like this is really good to start out with. Hand traps, we played 6 hand traps. That was it. Double Droll, Double Ash, and Double Imperm. Well, I guess Imperm's a thing.
And then you've got some double engine hand traps as well.
Yeah, so
Rescue Ace.
One of the reasons why Ash is so important, I didn't want to run it at 3, but My brother is currently borrowing my Baron. If not, I would be playing Baron in the extra deck because the field spell allowing you to get an extra normal summon if it's a rescue monster is insane. When you just want to normal this, Synchro with Preventer, make Baron. Now you got another Omni negate. It's just ridiculous. The only downside, Joel, never downside. This is good. We don't even need to talk about this. Nibiru, extremely good in this deck because this deck has so much recursion. The only bad thing is if you make a big ass token, you can't get rid of it. Like the only way that I've truly found out about getting rid of big tokens immediately is if I nib, they can't do anything, and I put the nib token like in their length zone, and then I make anima, and like I have to waste my whole play just to take the nib token because I mean it came into a play when I played Wednesday at the premiere event, and I nibbed a whole Rico board, and then I just took it, and then I just swung with like 13,000. It was ridiculous.
That's a big token.
Last monster, non-engine, well, sort of non-engine related, Regulus. Shout out my boy Teddy. Teddy, we love you. Game 1, I opened this in the finals with, I opened this Droll, 1-for-1. It was just an emergency. It was like really bad. But I managed to make it work. Droll's a hell of a card. Regulus is super cool. You have like multiple ways to get to it. I ended up actually pitching this with the 1-for-1 to grab the fire hydrant, which is extremely cool. Other than that, I would have just used this for
these two are pretty too.
Yeah, sadly, still need one more ulti or 2 more ulti nibs, and shout out Ben for having my ulti Droll. Don't gamble, kids. Moving on to the spells in the engine. Play 3 emergency. This card is fucking amazing, bro. You open like you open hydrant and this, and you open like 3 dead cards. You normal this, they like go to imperm or do whatever. You literally just special tribute away and nothing happens. Doing it on your opponent's turn is also like extremely like not fair, but this card is dumb. Free special summon, it's helpful removal for dodging, helps break chains. Once per turn effect, banish it from your wraith to reset one of your traps. So emergency does that, and then reinforce for your trap cards, reset or banishes it to reset the spell. So whether it's you're sending them to grave or like I played when I played tier and I got my stuff milled, I was like, oh, you mill my reinforce, and it just helped me banish it because I just reset my rescue, and then when he went to go fusion someone with Hadness, I just revived this Merly. Now getting into the unconventional engine, I play 2 fields. This is a soft once per turn, which means if you have 8 cards total, graveyard banish, technically 7 because once you swap this out, this goes to the graveyard. Shuffle 4 back, draw 1 card. So you can draw 2, and then put everything back in your deck. It's kind of not fair. It gives all your rescue ace monsters 500 attack. If your opponent controls a monster, you get an additional normal summon, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, I don't know why there's some lists that don't even run the field spell. Some run it at 1. It's still pretty good, like, obviously, but I run it at 2. And the only reason why I run it at 2 is because I can't come into so many issues where it's like, oh, like, I had to get rid of this, or, oh, what do I do now? So if I run 2, then if I see it, I don't. If I draw both, then it's okay, because if I still draw engine, it's fine. And discard material, I mean, whatever I need to get to it. And then siding, I just side 1 out. I side the reinforce out, I side this out. If I'm playing specifically like fusion decks, like Brandon we're not the best at, I'll like side book out. So it just helps with siding in general too. We play the 1 rescue and the 1 alert. Rescue is my favorite card. So we, at our locals, back where we're from, we have a lot of people that they rely so heavy on their graveyard. Snap stealing your opponent's card when they need it is not fair. It is kind of stupid. All the spells, emergency, rescue alert, they're all once per turn. They're still extremely good, no matter what. So in instances where you already have this or you don't need to see this, just setting 1 emergency, 1 of these, and 2 of the spells is perfectly fine, especially if you're not running reinforced. That is 100% what you do. But you don't always got to set 4. It's just like, it's never comes to an issue. But alert, being able to add back or just add in general, stupid broken, especially if you chain it with emergency, get emergency, put another fucking hydrant on board. It's a lot of combos you can do. getting into the trap engine, I play 1 reinforce, 1 extinguish, 1 contain. These cards are so dumb. So, this allows you to banish, add back any spell. Emergency allows you to banish to set, or this banish to set a spell. Emergency lets you banish, set a trap. These aren't once per turn. So, I don't know why they're not once per turn. For obvious reasons, like I do know why they're not once per turn. But there was an instance where I was able to re-grab it and activate it again in the same turn, and it was just, it kind of made the game like so bad. It wasn't even like, cause I did it on my turn, and then my opponent, I went to go banish emergency to set it, and my opponent bounced it back to my hand. So I just set it, and I had I pitched it, discarded it again, shuffled it back, turbulence, set it again, and then activated it again. But
Being able to reuse effects is always pretty solid.
yeah, and all of these having secondary effects is just stupid. It's like 2-3 effects in one card, and this is like every single card in the deck. Extinguish, if I'm not correction because I can't read. Hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh player moment. Yeah, this this destroys the card and negates the effects, destroys the card, and then if you control Hydra, your opponent can't activate the effects. This card destroyed Tier when I played against Tier, destroying like their Havness or whatever they had on field, and then them not being able to activate the fusion effect. The grave was solid. I also had Dweller, that also didn't help, but Contain negates the effect. They can't attack, and then that monster that they have can't be used for extra deck summoning. So hitting like Hurley in with this and they just can't use it is just like not fair. Last 2 trap cards, these are non-engine, evenly matched. This deck struggles a lot. This was Dark Ruler, but coming into like locals and a lot of places where I'm like, oh.
So anyway, we're making moves.
Good?
Yes.
All right. So basically sum it up evenly, really good if you don't win die roll. Sum it up. Because the look on people's faces, especially when I played in the tournament last night, went undefeated there, won the Dual Nexus banner. The look on everyone's face, I lost die roll twice, and I opened this, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Played against a hero player, and I was like, battle phase, and I was just like, wipe the field. It's like, whatever. I played 2 Prosperity. I don't like this at 3. Mostly because of the fact that I did like 7 test hands, and then I played at locals, and a certain person, Mr. Brooks, decided that, hey, you know what, it is a good idea to run this at 2. And then I decided to open all of them. Every single game I opened this at 2. It was pretty bad.
Oh, no.
Especially with the extra deck. The extra deck isn't tight. You can do whatever you want with the extra deck, but the way I run the extra deck, I want certain things available because I know if I don't hit anything, and I need to be able to play in the long run. So I wanted to put this at 2. Also, it conflicts with the field spell. So as you will see in the finals, I try to activate Prosperity after activating the field spell, which you cannot do. Love you, Zach. I play double Book of Moon. I still need to alt these, sadly. This card is insane. Whether it's booking my own monsters so their effects resolve, you can still tribute face down monsters. So it is what it is. So especially if like I don't open like emergency and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I open Hydra and I'm Hydra, and they're like Imperm, I'm like, book. All right, cool, it resolves, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna tribute it back and then grab it back off Preventer. Extremely good, especially since we already have 2 archetypal Book of Moons. That's 4 archetypal Book of Moons. We left that on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all right.
The funniest video ever.
Oh my god, dude. Then I played 2 Super Bowl. This helps for going second, especially when I'm going second and I have a just dog shit hand, and my opponent's playing something like the Synchro turn skip, or they're just playing a deck that I can, like Exosisters. I played Exosisters. He made 2 Macalis, and I was like, draw phase, super poly, and then he immediately skipped the game.
That'll do it.
But no, this card's really extremely good. We play 1 for 1, called by Instant Fusion. Shout out to my boy Josh for telling me to run Instant Fusion. This card is so hilarious. It gets you to Mud Dragon, especially if you open this first. Like, okay, cool, I'll pay 1,000, make Mud Dragon, protect everything, do all my combo, and then, okay, cool. If I have Airlifter, I'm just going straight to Sargus, grabbing Regulus, and now I have 3 to 4 monsters, a Negate, a Book of Moon, and Pops, everything. It's insane. But that's the main deck. So, getting to the extra deck, we played 1 Mud Dragon, 1 Garura. I love this card. Why they made a free draw is dumb. But this is whether I draw into the Instant Fusion line or Super Poly line, or I'm playing like Vanquish Soul, I don't need these like at all. Like Super Poly and those situations just irregardlessly just useless at that point, because I'm not gonna use the same thing. I played Merrymaker. Well, actually, let's get into the first one I actually played. I played fucking Dweller, MVP of the night. Zach's favorite card. He'll love this card forever. Dweller is amazing. It's funny enough because
throw that Dweller away.
we talked about this earlier because he was like, "Oh, this is really good for Unchained," and I was like, "Oh, maybe Zach's gonna play Unchained." And then this was like a week ago, and I forgot. So I was actually supposed to take this out for Baron.
I was surprised when Zach came with the tier limits. I thought he was gonna play Dragon Link.
Well, he was like, "Oh, I need Planet," and I was like, "Oh, I have the Planet Kevin gave me to give you," and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play this." Still forgot to take this out for Baron. My brother has my Baron. So this actually, me forgetting to not take this out helped me win. So you can thank Brandon. I played the Sargus package. Generically, extremely good. It is what it is. We already know. You just bink, bonk, boom, grab Regulus, Omni Negate, and then I played 1 Zeus. I thought about cutting Zeus. I don't make Zeus a lot because like I come into the instance where I played against Zach and I was like, okay, do I keep the Dweller or do I Dweller? And then I already activated everything. I was like, if I didn't activate everything, I could have made a Zeus, but because he was already under Dweller, I could just Zeus the field, send everything on the field. He's playing tier, nothing would activate. He had 1 card in hand. I just got to get an interruption on the field. And that's what I should have done, but I got I got lucky with that. I'll be honest, that's all it was. But this, for the most part, has been prosperity. Just fodder. Just get rid of this. MVP, Anima. God, I love this card. Shout out Billy for that. Billy told me to run Anima, and it won me a lot of games. I ended up Anima. I played a. Oh, you didn't place a single monster in an Anima zone. It also probably helped since you were.
You one time and learned.
I did.
You did that to him at Portals, and he said never again.
Yeah, once. And this actually is the way to get rid of the Nibiru, like 100%. Because it doesn't have to be an effect monster. That's the only bad thing about like the spell and trap cards is like, oh, it has to be effect monsters. But Toka's not an effect monster. How do we get rid of a 10,000 attack, 10,000 defense monster? We just Anima and take it. Zuck it up. We play Lingaribo. This is for helping with a brick hand, whether I summon Hydrant, link it or activate the effect, it gets negated. I can link it away and like banish it for Preventer, just so I have an interruption on the turn. Other than that, it's like if I want to link climb or get all the way up to Goddess. Shout out Mr. Brooks. Thank you.
Get him back.
You ain't getting him back, bitch.
I better get him back.
This card won me the game against Zach. So I stole his Merly, and all it requires is 2 different levels. And if a monster's summoned to it, you can change the level. You can level module it from a 1 to an 8. Whatever you want to do. And then you can choose a card on the field if you want to pop on both sides of the field. If you want to. So I had him here, and then I summoned an Airlifter, and I summoned the other card back, and I just overlaid him and made Dweller, and that's what won me the game. So that was no. And this card is disgusting. I'm surprised this card one might get a reprint if it keeps getting play like it is a rescue, and it honestly I feel like it's going to I feel like it's gonna go up. Like it's like a 20-cent card, so if like you don't have it, go get it. Then buy it. Except me, I just steal my friend's cards. We play Hida. We get ashed. This gives us a link 4, bro. Like it's not fair. We get 2 links. We ash. We go into a link 3, whether we want to get Unicorn or we want to use another monster.
I'm happy I smoked no cigarette when I
Get Sunlight Wolf Preventer. Like that whole line is insane. Sunlight Wolf, obviously, we all know what this does. Summon to it, add back. IP. I don't use IV, like, ever. Some instances I come into it. Unicorn. The one card that's not supposed to be in, like, actually not supposed to be in the deck. I play Avermax. But it's funny when you have Avermax, or you go into IP when you just are down bad and you need to, like, play into time. Well, play by the game completely fairly by putting bodies that cannot be removed. Not playing into time, my bad. That's not Konami official. But IPing into this so it can't be destroyed and is untargetable, and then having another rescue ace monster with Hydrant, so you have two things that are untargetable, and then you have like 4 interruptions. It's just not fair. And then we played Underworld Goddess. This card won me the game so many times. This card is amazing.
White woman jump scare.
White Woman Jump Scare. Shout out White Woman Jump Scare. Side deck was super simple. Again, a little unconventional. I play it the way like I want to play it. I know what my friends play. I know what I was coming into to play against today. I also know a lot of people I play against play slow at my locals, so I have 2 time cards in here. But other than that, Hunter's favorite card, Shifter.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't be. This card should not be a 3. I don't care what anybody says. This card's dumb. It says if you don't open called by or like cross out or something, like you're not playing the game. It's like droll for everything else. One thing I didn't get to use that again with a shout out to Andrew for letting me pick these up for stupid cheap. I know they're getting reprinted, but Curry card. This card is so freaking cool, and when it won't surprise me if this card goes back up a little bit when the Debel Star cards come out, because the new girl pitches any card, so you can just put Rescue Ace cards in the graveyard for free. Get a level 7 body. It grabs any Snake Eye spell, and the spell card grabs any Fire 1 monster. So you can grab Curry Kara, you can grab Fire Hydrant, and there's a Synchro build I'm testing with right now where you can grab Jet Synchron. You just get a free search for Jet Synchron.
It's got that synergy.
Yeah, we play 2 Lancia, because if we can't put up Regulator and Negate and my opponent has evenly matched, I don't want my shit gone. Getting everything banished sucks, like, extremely bad. 2 Spookies. I have the French ones on me, but, like, the Nun is, like, the cute one, so why not? Self-explanatory. We got 2 minutes left, and I let you play the game, and you special summon the card, and I win by time. Simple as enough. Unless you're Granville and you summon that card on me or you play that card and I haven't summoned anything, I pass turn, you lose. So, D-Bear. Enough said. This is a bannable card. It's so free. And Lightning Storm. I'm still upset that they put this card to 2. Ben, I know you're upset. This card, the one Unchained game I played the other day, I made Dweller, and I activated Dweller, and then I just Lightning Stormed his entire back row, and it just nothing. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is actually my first time like here ever. But I wouldn't be here if Zach didn't ask me to come. Glad I got to play him in the finals. Glad I won this little thing. I thought I was just winning boxes, but I got to win this little token right here.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got
cool.
the dragon scales on there.
This is gonna go up on the Yu-Gi-Oh wall, and my fiance's gonna be mad I'm bringing home more shit. So I can't wait. And shout out to the boxes that I got. Pulled my quarter century. Ended up pulling 2 revolutions. And yeah, go for it. Cool.
Take a look.
Pulled a lot of Infernoble stuff, like a lot, some Ultra cards, and then I pulled this little. I love this card. It's actually my favorite card in the whole set. It does damn near nothing. Got a little crimp mark, but besides that, it's so cute. But yeah, had a lot of fun here. Shout out to my fiance for not getting mad that I came out here to play. I'll be seeing you later once this horrible storm lets up. Yeah, dude, it's freaking bad. I'm kind of just stuck 2 hours away from home. Shout out Zach for driving us here. Shout out Kyle for letting me borrow his cards. Shout out Josh. That's the man, Josh. He put me on Rescue Ace, and I haven't looked back since. If not, I'd be playing Sword Soul right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Kyle.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And
a lot of fun.
hope to see you in the next one.
I need to hold that title. That's what I gotta do.
Oh, absolutely.
Either Rescue's making a comeback, or we're gonna have a ban list. And I'm gonna be really upset.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
those are those.
peace out, guys.